Okay, I'm here at the Little Blue Trace Trail. It's a fun little trail that my wife and I have done several times, usually in the heat of summer. So this is going to be, I think, a lot better than that. It's a trail with an innocent sounding name, Little Blue Trace, but it's been pretty tough in the killing heat here at Kansas City. It should be good. It's a nice sunny day. So I'm here on a bridge close to this trailhead where I'm starting, and it's kind of nice. So it's been a while since I've talked before a video, so I'm going to just do a little of that now. This is the way I'm going to be heading. This is the bike that I'm riding. It's a gravel bike, and I really like it. It's a Cannondale Super 6 Evo CX, so it's their cross bike. Got it last year during COVID. Pretty sharp. Going to be videoing on that camera, GoPro 10. So these are carbon fiber wheels by the Light Bicycle Company. DT Swiss 350 hubs. You know, just SRAM 1x setup as far as the gearing goes. My wife and I love to ride the gravel bikes when we go out, so it should be fun on this trail. It's mostly hard packed gravel, so this bike is plenty enough to handle that, and then some. Maybe I'll take it out on some rougher gravel roads with some larger gravel sometime soon, but here we go. Oh yeah, I'm going to be videoing on two different cameras actually. I have another GoPro in my pocket, my original. Don't even know what it's called. It's a Hero, one of the very first original ones. So I'm going to try to work a couple of different video sources into this video this time. I hope you enjoy it. And it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm looking forward to the scenery. Thanks for going along. Coming through. All right. My bell didn't work. Cement now. They put these cement sections in where they have problems with washout. Okay, now we're on the gravel. wide tires feel pretty good on this kind of soft gravel. It's been raining, so yeah, they feel pretty secure on here. On your left. So I pumped my tires up to 60 in the back, 55 in the front, thereabouts. Figuring I could always let more out if need be. Right now it seems to be just about right for this surface. Because it's not very bumpy. Pretty smooth, hard packed. Last time I was here with Nancy, my cleat would not fit in the pedal. We stopped here under this bridge to try to fix it, to no avail. It's in there now, it's a lot better. On your left. On your left. Whoa. I gotta fix that bell. On your left. Hi guys.
Hi there.
Hi. This is more people than I've ever seen on this trail. Like I said, the weather's been hot before. Pretty good. It's like 50 something. Close to 60 maybe? 55, 53. When I left, I think they said it was 53. Google weather. This will be an out and back ride. So when I come back, I'll try the footage, taking some footage from the other camera. I might do it before then also. Here the handlebars creaking. They need to be tightened evidently. This stem. Hopefully it's not too distracting. I could stop now and take care of it. On your left. That's all right. Coming through. On your left. Oh, up here is the parking lot where Nancy and I came one time and started the ride. I was trying to find it on the map, Google Maps, but where we started today was actually where we started off last time, so it's all good. All right. Start end line for probably a foot race, 5K maybe, I'm guessing. Hi. Okay, I'm trying a little footage from my secondary camera. It doesn't have as much resolution, 1080p. But I've never tried to insert two videos before. My plan is if I get a mount for the seat post, I can mount it to the rear of the bike, get that view. My brother and I ride a trail in Canton, Ohio, similar to this in that it's combines, you know, hard pack, very small gravel with sections of paved. It also involves some city riding to connect the trails. It's all fun. I think this gravel is a little more fine than his. It's really getting to like the almost a sand consistency, but bigger than that. I don't know though. He's riding the trail today too on his road bike with some new gravel tires on the wheels that came with his bike, which are now his gravel wheels. He got carbon wheels too for when he's riding on the road that have narrower, higher pressure, smooth tread. Like my road bike too. His bike is made for a variety of wheel widths, rim widths, tire widths, and the geometry of his bike is made to go gravel or road, paved road. It's a little sunnier today than some of my most recent rides, and a little bit of green grass peeking through, blue sky, so hopefully it's a little more colorful. Okay, trail closed. Interesting. How far and why? I think it was just wet. Doesn't look like any new cement. I'm always careful of that. Huh. Well, it looks like I can go up this bridge and go around. No problem. are great on that soft grass. No problem. Wet grass, wet soil. Yeah. This sure is a different kind of ride than a road ride. It's more consistent effort. The road is so hilly that it's like lifting weights every hill and then you get a chance to rest. This is a more constant grind, especially because the wide tires absorb more energy, and yeah, they take more energy to propel. And the flat territory too, flat terrain. On your left. On your left. I don't know which way the wind's coming from. I'm trying to figure it out. On your left. Thanks, guys. Definitely coming from the west. Trying to figure out whether it's a crosswind from the northwest or the southwest. Because I also felt it when I turned around because of that detour. The bridge closed under the bridge. It's not a very big wind. I think it was supposed to be 7 miles an hour. Now you can see why the gravel bike that I'm riding probably didn't look clean in the initial video. It's dirty more than it is clean. I do clean the drivetrain and lube it up good so that it rides well and lasts longer. Properly lubricated chain and shifts better, and clean chain shifts better. Hi. Less resistance as it glides over the mechanisms better, whether it's the gears, the chain rings, cassette, derailleur. And I mentioned tire pressure before. There's a sweet spot on that, whether it's a road bike or a gravel bike or a mountain bike. For a gravel bike, you want it to be soft enough to roll over bumps, gravel, imperfections without causing your bike to buzz and rattle too much, because that takes some forward momentum away. It saps it, saps energy. But not so low that it produces undue drag because of all the surface area on the road, on the contact patch with the road. Kind of trial and error. I think this is pretty good for the day. Might have been able to get by a little harder, but those soft sections, I'm glad that I have. The tires pumped up lower. The slippery sections, the bumpy sections. So as I said, it's about 60 in the rear, 55 front. Some people probably would want theirs a lot less. But then you run into things like this. You want them pumped up higher. Road bike's the same way. For paved roads, I usually run 90 on the back and 85 to 90 on the front, because most of the weight's on the back of a bike tire, back wheel of a bike. And the higher pressure supports it. Gives a similar contact patch to the front tire, carrying less weight and pumps slightly less pressure. The turnaround point is like 9 miles this way, I think. Honestly, don't know how far I've gone so far, but when I get there, I will tighten up the stem, get rid of that creaking sound. Try to, at least. These are fun little crossings here, dips, where the water is free to flow over it if the culvert is not big enough to take it underneath. I'm back to videoing in 4K. My last few have been 100, 1080, which is basically 1K, because it's a lot easier for my computer to process and doesn't take as long to upload. Some of my 4K videos were causing my computer to shut down when I was processing them. I have an iMac, a fairly recent one, and it was taking all of the wall plug power and draining the battery on top of that and shutting my computer down before the project was finished. We'll see how this one goes. Hello. Electric bikes. They look kind of new on the electric bike. That girl. And maybe new trying to transport somebody on the back of it. Never seen that before. I don't think that bike was particularly made for that. Some are. Okay, that was pretty cute, that dog. Puppy exploring, digging around the mud near the puddle. On your left. That would have been nice to have some secondary footage there to the side. All right, am I going the right way? I saw a cyclist up here. Yes. Huh, I think that's new. Yes, used to have to get out on the road here. Now they have a loop around that takes you under. Okay, that cyclist is going straight into town, whatever town that is. Definitely into the wind. Maybe it's west, due west, or west northwest. take a little drink. On your left, guys. Thank you. Hi. The reason I went to 4K was because in situations where there are trees like this on both sides, whether it's the twigs in the winter or lots of foliage in the spring and summer, I noticed in the finished product it's not real clear. There can be some blurring, like the camera or YouTube or iMovie is having difficulty processing. And what I looked at online said, actually, the more information you give it, the better. I don't know, that seems a little counterintuitive. And that if it's a higher resolution, it forces YouTube into a better version of processing, condensing. Let's see. The downside is how much it takes on the battery of the GoPro, as well as the SD card, computer, processing time, processing energy, upload time. Oh, an old railroad trestle. Well, maybe I was wrong about the miles to the turnaround. I've already gone 12. It could be 18 miles out one way. In that case, I think I'll have an energy gel. Trying out some new ones. I had one of these already. It's really good. My son runs and says they're really popular among pro runners. Sure gets in your system fast. It's real less of a gel, more of a liquid. Well, actually, it's more like Jell-O. Yeah, I forgot. There's another one that was more like a liquid. That was the Maple one brand. I think we go left here. I forgot about this little trailhead here. Throw away this gel wrapper. don't know if you saw that. There's a guy in a hammock back there reading. That's pretty cool. That'd be a good place. Relaxing. Mostly private. Somebody comes through once in a while, so you break up the monotony, you get the people watch a little bit. Yeah, I could feel that energy from that gel. Oh, I think I might be nearing the end here. Hi. Hello. Thought we'd be closer to a trailhead with the guy with the hammock. Oh, not the end. This is 14 miles. I'm gonna drink a little bit to activate the gel. Now this is a pretty scenic little trail in a natural Missouri landscape. Look at that, nice. Okay, this is the end. This is the end. Yeah, it's just a hard trail. Wind's not as bad as it's been. The temperature is ideal. Yeah, I think it's because of the cushiness of the trail. I don't know. Or maybe because it's relatively flat, though not entirely. You push harder than you would otherwise. Who knows? But Nancy, if you're watching this, it's not in our heads that it's a hard trail. Okay, this is a little too soft. Probably should just ride on through. That's what I should have done in the first place. Okay, I'll start it up again on the way back. Well, I thought I'd show you a video of my bike again. It's a little dirtier. Yeah, it's hard to, it's a beautiful bike. It's just hard to get all the colors and everything on video. It has kind of a fade that goes from purple to blue depending on which way you're standing. Like, you can see that. Yeah, there's my toolkit that I used for the creaking. Tires did a good job. These wide 42mm tires. Okay. Okay, the ride here, the out point is 15.3 miles. And yeah, the creaking, you know, I tightened the stem up and all the bolts, all 6 bolts, and it ended up being the stem cap of all things. Okay. It's kind of an unceremonial end here. Finish, turnaround point. I'll see you back on the road. Okay, here we go. Heading back. Now I hear my seat post squeaking. Seems to be a little low. dog back there was looking at my leg like it was a turkey leg. Real serious, hungry look in his eye. So it'll be interesting to see this auxiliary footage I'm able to capture here. Uh-oh, a bridge. Whoa. Lesson number one, be aware of your surroundings. Coming through. That looked like a great way to get some reading done.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. I hear wildlife. Do you hear that bird? Shadows that cross the road like this, those are also some things that end up kind of blurry by the time a video is processed and uploaded. Hi. Oh, some cyclists up here.
Back.
Coming through. Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Hey! I'm over here. Idiot.
I thought that was funny back there. On your right, Russell. He was an older guy, a gray-haired guy. I just thought that was funny. His younger sons, maybe, out with him. Oh, Russell, come on, get your act together. We're going to take you out like this. Russell. I actually talked to them for just a little bit at the end of the trail where I turned around. They showed up and I talked to them a little bit. And then the other one, a little kid called his sister an idiot. And his mom said, "Hey, don't call people that, idiot." Oh my. What you gonna do? That's one thing about trails. It's good for people watching. You could write a book making up stories, filling in stories around the snippets of what you hear on trails. Also in Ragbri, Register's annual great bike ride across Iowa. Things. Vents of some kind. Got some electric running to it. There's going to be another one up here. I don't rightly know. There's also a railroad trestle up here. Here's another one. All it says is danger. High voltage. Okay. Railroad trestle. Let's pull up here too. On your left. Thank you. Saw some glass. Running tubeless tires on here. Those are supposed to self-seal. There's some liquid latex inside, so if there is a puncture on the tread, it latex comes out and dries. Kind of like coagulates, kind of like your blood does. I suppose that would be one way of saying it. That marker back there was for the Trail of Tears. Sad story about the forced relocation of American Indians. Single serve trailhead looked like back there. Okay. This two camera thing will be easier if it's static mounted on the seat post. Chain stay, seat stay. However, the bite mount that I'm using allows more flexibility in getting the shots on the sides, not just the back. 5.4 miles we've gone, so just about 10 more miles. does seem to be easier going back. Hi. I'm gonna get some water. I haven't noticed any places for filling water, except for towards the beginning when there were restaurants and maybe there was a gas station. Okay. think that was the hammock guy. He's pretty well rested then, isn't he? While I wasted time riding one-handed with a camera, putting it in my pocket and out, drinking, having my energy gel. Part of me wonders if I kept my same pace, the story would be different. Seems like I'm catching him. I don't want to overcook. Not that I'm competitive or anything. How's it going?
Good. Pretty good.
That's a nice bike. Oh yeah. That was a checkpoint. Coming through. Oh my God. Okay. I was in too low of a gear for that. Scared me. He's catching up now. On your left. You're good. Yeah, when you say on your left, people think you want them to jump to the left. He wasn't sure. I'm gonna hold out and wait for this guy. Yeah. I just thought we'd ride together for a little bit.
Ah, let's do it. What's your name?
All right.
I'm Luke.
What's that?
I'm Luke. What's your name?
Tim.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, what a great day for it.
Where'd you start?
Just at the, well, I don't know how to describe it. Name of the road or whatever. It's a 15.3 mile ride.
That's, I think I probably started at the same spot.
From there to,
Summit Road?
probably, yeah.
Area? Yeah.
From there to the end's 15.3.
Yeah, my watch done about the same, so it makes sense.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know how far it was. I just kept on biking. Just like wanted to reach the end and just for curiosity.
Oh, yeah.
sake.
Have you ever ridden it before?
You what?
Have you ever ridden it before?
No. Well, not as far as I've gone. Last time I think I only went to the like the football field stuff.
Yeah.
I'm from New Mexico. I just moved here,
Oh, wow.
and
So what's the terrain like in New Mexico? What are the trails like there?
a lot of mountain trails.
Yeah.
A lot of mountain biking. There's a few roads that are good for road biking. I have a road bike for this. I mean, way we got this up here.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of people mountain bike. Pretty common. And then the road, like road biking, I mean, there's not a lot of bike trails in Albuquerque.
There's not? You mean not like this or
Not
paved
like-
trails? Or?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wish. They have one that's on a river, similar to this one,
Uh-huh.
but it doesn't go as far. I don't think. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, river and creek trails are becoming real popular in cities everywhere.
Yeah, they really are.
I like it. Now, since you have a nice gravel bike,
Yeah.
of course this is gravel area, right?
Yeah. Well, this is the guy at the next door. I went to essentially sell him. I
Uh-huh.
was trying to find a bike for my size because I mean I'm tall and
Yeah.
luckily like my inseam fits bikes, my height doesn't. So if you look at the charts, it says like 6'5" is the max height. I'm 6'7".
Oh, wow.
The inseam is like 36 max, and I reach it because of my height and my torso.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh, I just barely make it. But they had this one in stock. and that's an upgrade to my old one.
I always thought that was a sharp color scheme and nice bike.
Yeah, I like it. Tail too. I like.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Tail, but those are nice.
Yeah. I got it last year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So, this is my first like gravel bike. I had a road bike before, but I guess the guy said I can swap out the tires for road bike tires.
Yeah, you can.
So,
You're supposed to be able to, you know, get by with one bike, but
yeah.
it's like anything else. If you, just like it's hard to find one tool that really does everything.
Yeah.
A multi-tool. A road bike is still, depends on what feel you're afterwards and how competitive you want to be with other riders and stuff.
Yeah.
And with yourself, really.
You ever done races?
No, never have.
Okay.
My brother has. I've been invited to, I'm a little out of shape now. Had some back issues and a surgery. I'm fighting my way back.
Okay.
Doing pretty good now.
Yeah.
But that was 30 pounds ago, so.
Wow. Okay. Congrats. Awesome.
No, I gained 30 pounds, so I got 30 more pounds to lose, and I'll be good. I'll be back where I was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway,
Do you bike like on this trail a lot, or?
no, this is only like my 4th time in the last 8 years.
Oh no way.
Uh-huh.
What trails do you like recommend? And,
Well, I live in Overland Park,
okay.
so there's the Indian Creek Trail. It's paved, but really I'm a road rider too.
Okay. Yeah.
If you get on Strava and look out towards Gardner, Kansas, the gravel roads are good out there.
Okay.
That's about, if you live in this area, that might be a 30-40 minute drive though.
Yeah, I do actually. So what? You said what's it called?
Gardner.
Gardner. Okay.
Yeah.
Could I find that on all trails, or is that just like a road?
No, just roads, just gravel roads.
Gardner, gotcha.
And from there on out, you get really closer to unbound gravel territory, which is the Dirty Kansas race.
Okay.
You've probably heard that. No?
Hidden trail one. Let's go first.
All right.
I want to do hidden trail.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hi.
Yeah, that's a bucket list item.
Well, I did that. I bike packed it. I bike packed the Katy Trail a couple years ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's because it's 405 miles.
Yeah, I didn't save enough time, so I did it in 3 days. Uh-huh. With a bike that weighed 65 pounds loaded. Yeah.
I done like backpacking. So I'd love to combine the two, where you bike with a big pack on and
Oh yeah.
camp out and enjoy the scenery.
I thought you might backpack by looking at your Camelback, and
Oh yeah.
also the I was wondering if your hammock was one of those ultra lightweight ones.
Not ultralight, but yeah, I wish. My backpacking, like my tent is like not ultralight, but they're still one of the lighter ones, like maybe
Yeah,
REI ones, but it's fun.
I got an REI Passage 2.
Okay, that's the one I think I had actually.
It's, you know, it's happy medium price wise for
Yeah.
everything else.
The one I got, it was like a pack. It came with that, and it came with a sleeping bag.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had like a sale going on
Uh-huh.
a few years back. It was a lot of fun. Saved a good amount of money on it.
Well, I'll give you my Strava handle when we get back so that you can, I don't know, if you want more information about rides.
I'm down, yeah. I'll be on. Yeah, no, that was really fun.
Okay.
You like keep your number or something?
All right. So, yeah, the Dirty Kansas, they changed the name because it was kind of, the Kansas is an Indian tribe, so
Okay.
it wasn't really correct to kind of use it or cast a, the word dirty really refers to gravel, but it could be taken the wrong way, I suppose.
Yeah.
So they changed it to unbound gravel,
Okay.
and it's a 200 mile, now they have 300 mile versions of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wow.
gravel. And if you don't know, I don't know what New Mexico's like, but Kansas, this area of it, and now we're in Missouri, is
Yeah.
really hilly. My rides,
I've noticed that.
yeah,
I didn't expect it at all.
nobody
Yeah,
does.
I expected it to be very flat. noticed the same thing where it's very, very hilly.
I have rides where, well, I had to embrace it, because if you're going to ride from the front door, you're going to hit hills right away, you know.
Yeah.
So I have rides where left up here. Where it's for every mile, it's 100 feet of climbing.
Wow.
So that equates to a 10-story building every mile. And that may not be a lot to some, but for me, it's pretty significant.
Yeah, that's a lot. Before I left, New Mexico to come here, I wanted to buy some Santa Fe Albuquerque.
Yeah.
They have a train that goes up to Santa Fe from Albuquerque. So you can take a train and then just bike back home.
Yeah.
And that had, I think, like 1,500 feet elevation gain or something crazy.
Uh-huh.
Over the course of the entire, journey. But I never got a chance to do it because I had to get some other stuff done. But that would have been a lot of fun, I think.
It's pretty concentrated here.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get a rest ride in, actually. But there are places like this and like along railroad tracks and where the roads aren't too bad. But I've tried to concentrate the hills, and that's as most concentrated I can get from my front door.
Yeah.
Is 100 feet per mile. And it's pretty well spread out that way too.
Wow. 100 feet a mile, that's something else.
And the hills will go from anywhere from like 3 to 4, 6 to 9%, 10 to 11, 15. There's one that's 20.
I've just noticed that, because I can climb a lot faster on my road bike.
Uh-huh.
And that's been kind of frustrating at first, because I'm like, what the heck? Like, this hill, if I was on my road bike, I feel like I'd be able to climb it so much faster.
Yeah.
And so that's been kind of an adjustment to getting the gravel bike.
I agree.
I'll be climbing, and I'm like, man, I've already been to the top by now.
Yeah, your gearing might be different for one thing, but the road the resistance of the tires on the road. When I got this, it's just a totally different workout from a road bike.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, mountain bike work, I noticed, because that was when I had a mountain bike too, and I didn't realize, I was brand new to it, and I didn't realize that they have the suspension that you can change to update the amount of suspension it has. And so I had it on the most suspension available, and I was trying to climb a hill, and all my energy was going towards just bouncing. And then eventually someone showed me, you can change that, right? And I was able to change it to a hardtail with a little switch or something.
Yeah, right. You can lock it out.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, this is so much easier. But that was weird at first.
Yeah, that just sucks your energy.
It totally does.
I've only ridden.
Stand up and try to work it, and then it'll just.
Yeah. I've only had one mountain bike, and it was two. One was actually a single speed. Wow. Well.
A single speed.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. So the other one was a Cannondale Trail 1. It was a pretty nice bike. But I noticed that about it.
Yeah.
You gotta lock it out if you're gonna be on certain terrains.
Mountain biking is more like adventure stuff,
Yeah, right.
Going around and just navigating the trails, and you're not gonna climb a hill really, really fast. From what I was seeing. But,
Hey, have you ever seen the GCN show?
Yeah, on YouTube actually.
It's a show. Yeah, right.
We do some of their workouts actually.
Okay. There's a real tall guy on there too.
Yeah?
I think he's taller than you.
Oh wow.
But he does a episode where he experiments with larger wheels to try to get the proportions similar to what an average would be. They have really good what? Workouts?
Yeah. Like, sprint class. I did one and it was hard. It was on YouTube. They had like a spin instructor person.
Uh-huh.
Really enjoyed it. I mean, afterwards, I'm like, that was a great workout. But it was hard.
So you have a trainer?
This is like at a gym I went to.
Oh yeah.
They could like use the room. And I was training for like a sprint triathlon and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was long review. We bought a bike.
My son does, well, he'd like to do one of those. He does marathons and half marathons.
Sick,
Yeah.
I did a marathon this past last year.
He's,
And the swim part, that's what gets me.
oh yeah.
I could train for a bike at 100 miles. I could run a marathon, but swimming, I think it's a mile maybe. That's just like, I can hardly do 400 meters.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
the sprint was.
Yeah, that was really slick back there. You go first. Yeah, I swim crooked. I've never been a really good swimmer.
My breathing, I just can't get the breathing down.
Waste a lot of energy.
Yeah, like I did it once when I had a snorkel for like training.
Uh-huh.
I could go back and forth, back and forth. As soon as I like have to breathe on my own,
Oh yeah.
I just can't do it.
I took swimming classes in college way back. And that helped with the breathing, but I still swim crooked. I was actually faster on my backstroke than I was the freestyle.
Part of me wonders, like, heck, why don't I just do backstroke the entire time? Like, I can breathe, you know?
Right.
Like, worst case scenario, but we live on a lake, so it's like, it's got pretty good stretches of open water.
Yeah. You live on a lake?
Yeah, so.
I got a friend that lives on a lake somewhere near here.
Oh, cool.
What's the name of the lake?
It's just Lakewood Lake.
Lake what?
Lakewood Lake.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of the bigger hits.
Uh-huh.
They have like a mile stretch or something, and you know, I've thought about when the summer comes around, just practicing and training in that lake, like just to see how far I can go.
Yeah.
And like starting from there, you know, because a pool, like I mean, you do the flip turns and it's like not the same. You lose. Yeah, it's just not the same. So,
No, right. You can't get your momentum, and
no.
the endurance is not the
But I
same.
wondered if like that would be different if I was in open water or something.
Yeah, I think it would. Hi. And plus the waves, depending on where you're going to be racing.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the race I did was in Los Angeles area,
Uh-huh.
and it was open water, like in the ocean, and it was awful. Like there was waves, and then it's like what's also hard is there's a bunch of people that are like swimming too, and like you got feet in your face and all sorts of stuff.
Uh-huh. You mind if I take some video, Luke?
Take it.
Mind if I take some video?
Oh, go for it.
All right,
Yeah.
here you are.
Sweet.
We're having fun. New friends.
Yeah. That's cool.
I got one mounted that's been running this whole time.
Oh.
I can upload it. I usually upload my rides to YouTube,
Oh, sick.
but if privacy is a concern, I can mute it or not include the section that we're together.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll if we connect on Strava, I'll make sure you get the
Yeah,
my channel.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to like log into Strava. I haven't used it in a long time, but I'll log in again.
Well, I could just give you my contact information here.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. I do like when I was doing Strava.
Yeah.
I like how I could race my past self.
Oh yeah.
Like, I do the same stretch, and it would keep track of the stretches, and then that was super nice.
Right.
And I
Thank
think,
you.
I improved in that stretch, you know.
If you get a smart trainer, you can re-ride your Strava rides too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Where it gets harder when you're going up the hill, it's easier when you're going down.
Nice. Does it adjust the resistance too?
Yeah, it does.
No way.
Yeah, uh-huh.
What the heck?
Uh-huh.
Wow. And you just attach your bike to it, right?
Yeah, there's two kinds. There's one that you take your back wheel off,
Yeah.
and you have a cassette on the Smart Trainer. Pop it on there with your through axle.
Okay.
And that's the best kind. And then there's another kind, I think it's best, there's another kind where you just attach your bike to it with the current wheel and tire, and it has a roller on it.
Nice.
That might seem convenient, but it's really best to put either a tire you don't care about because it's going to wear it kind of weird, or get a tire, mount a tire specifically for it, which are usually like bright red or blue or yellow.
Okay.
So I found that that's a little rigmarole. That's the way all the old ones used to be, but the direct mount with the gears right on it, I think, is really convenient.
Another thing that I would like with it, you had this fancy little machine that would show like output and
Yeah.
a bunch of other stuff, and the numbers never made sense to me, but it helped me train, because you'd be like, yeah, you want to be at the wattage of something rather, or
Yeah.
never made sense to me, but it was still pretty cool.
That's what this is, a bike computer that tells you the wattage.
Yeah.
My heart rate's on there,
That's really cool.
speed.
Yeah.
It'll give you a percent gradient, up or
Oh, no
down.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I'd imagine probably a little more accurate than this guy, because I have my watch on.
Yeah.
It shows me speed, but it doesn't do wattage, things like that, because it doesn't have the bike.
Yeah, it is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get everything, you know, everything's hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strava guesstimates what your power is for the whole ride,
Okay.
but
Based on like elevation and speed and stuff, or?
yeah, well, yeah, right, exactly.
Nice.
But you have to finish your ride to see it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a computer, it gives you real time.
Yeah.
So I kind of have it down to where I know that I can push so hard on a certain wattage and when to back off, because I know my heart's going to blow up.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That's wise.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about that on the ride to the end of it, like a 2.3. I just wanted to clear the head, chill, like not really look at stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, let's just go nice and slow, and did that. And then on the ride back, I'm like, I want to push it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But the way there, I'm just like, like heart rate wasn't even elevated. I was just enjoying nature.
Well, they say that kind of riding will make you fast, actually.
It makes sense.
Yeah. If you keep your heart rate. Hello.
I was on the way there. I was like, I wonder if I ever do like a long 100-mile bike ride, if that's like the way to do it, because I don't want to push it. I want more endurance,
Uh-huh.
I just want to, like, it's like when you run a marathon. When I ran a marathon, like, I purposefully went slower than I thought I needed to.
Yeah.
And then you get to like mile 20, you're like, I'm dying,
Uh-huh.
Same thing I'd imagine. I wonder, like, with a 100-mile bike ride, if that's the case.
That is the case.
When you've done yours, is you just kind of pace yourself and...
Yeah, like I said, I'm out of shape now, so I'd really have to pace myself. So it's so hilly. First time I started doing the long rides in this state, it was like, all right, this is endurance / survival.
Yeah.
I want to get to there and back. Lawrence and back was like a 72-mile ride.
Wow.
And I just want to make it.
Yeah.
So I took it easy going up the hills. I glided more than I would normally glide, and made it,
Yeah.
And eventually, when I got into shape, I was like trying for speed the whole time.
Right. And that makes sense, right? Like, with any endurance thing, if you've never done it before, it's like, let's just accomplish the goal.
Uh-huh.
And now that, like, I'm slowly doing it, like, we'll work out to, pushing hard. And,
Right.
or like if you got 10 miles left, you're feeling good. It's like, all right, let's give it a good final round,
The lay of the land, they call it the parkour.
Okay.
Kind of like the running in cities and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the topography, or they call it parkour. And after you get used to like a certain route, it becomes easier to know how to pace yourself or how to gain speed here and there.
Well, it's like with running, where I'm able to run like I used to. I'm not as good as I used to be, but when I was running, I could be like, all right, like based on how I'm breathing and all of that, this is a good pace for me to go the rest of the way, you know?
Uh-huh.
All right, like I want to push myself. I'm getting another zone up. Like, let's, you know, like I can tell that I gotta push it now. So,
Yep.
just based on the breathing and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That was always fun.
You can do it without a computer. If you've been running long enough, you know how to kind of intuit these things and feel them.
Yeah.
But a computer just kind of affirms what you've grown to know.
Yeah, man.
And gives you maybe a little more granular information. And
Yeah. Wattage will be interesting.
yeah.
Is there like any correlation to an actual watt, like a light bulb?
It is, yeah.
No way.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So that's what you're producing, is that kind of power.
That's really cool. Wow.
And yeah.
Dang. That's really cool.
Which means it's surprising how much strength it takes to just turn a light bulb on.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like some device that can power a light bulb with just your leg power.
I know, right?
That'd be really fun.
There was a, what do you call that? One of those museums where it's science and industry that had a setup just like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, look at the deer.
Wow.
And it took a surprising amount to light up a 100-watt bulb.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think there was, now that I have a power meter, something was wrong with that bike too.
Really?
It wasn't giving you all the, wasn't hooked up right.
And I have to park way up here, so
Yeah,
I'm actually coming too close here.
we're getting pretty close, aren't we?
Yeah. That's a good one.
You ever done RAGBRAI? You know about it?
What is it?
RAGBRAI. It's an
No.
acronym. Registers Annual Great Bike Ride Across Iowa.
Sick.
It's
Wow.
the biggest group ride in the world.
That's so cool.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I recommend it. Get online if you want to and look at it.
Yeah.
This it's last week of July usually.
Okay.
This year is the 50th anniversary there, so they're expecting a record turnout.
Oh gosh.
Usually it's like, I don't know, 15,000, 25,000 people.
No.
They're expecting
way.
over 100,000 people to do this.
That sounds really intense. How far is it?
Well, it's like usually 450 miles,
Oh my.
like that. All right, had fun riding with my new friend Luke here. Hey, Luke. And we're gonna exchange information and see if we can do some more riding, or at least share information. All right. Okay, bike's getting dirty like it should be. That was a fun ride. It's always good to meet a friend on a ride.